Welcome back to Cube League Season 6. I'm Persephorus.
I'm Mr. Control.
We just watched HanClinto take down the beatdown. Now we're going to watch him face his teammate, Hartbreaker. Man.
The HanClinto, what a deck. We've seen how powerful this combo deck is. You know, he's staying back, he's controlling the board, controlling the different outcomes of things, and then just coming forward and going, oh, now I win. This is how I win. And he was at one life forever.
For like 3 turns.
I mean, there was a good,
For like 3 turns, he was at one life.
I mean, there was it's amazing when you see it come together like that.
It really is. That deck is insane. And I'm having so much fun watching it. I hope you guys are having fun watching it because it is just... let's see what kind of action it does here.
Yeah, I like to see what the Hartbreaker drafted and what kind of strategy he can bring together to beat this combo deck.
I got $20 on Green X.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, here we go. Game 1. HanClinto's got a Misty Rainforest, an Island, Collective Defiance, Shatterskull Smashing, Discovery, and a Rouse Eric. We're going to see Shatterskull Smashing come down as the land.
Oh, I guess I owe you $20.
Yep. Oh, man. So he's going to... I'm pretty sure what HanClinto did was said, hey, you mind if I play this? I'm just going to bounce it back to my hand. You know, and sure, we take shortcuts every now and then. Save them sleeves. Ooh, look, he decided he was going to do it not this turn, but next turn. All right, so Piper the Swarm.
There we go.
Look at this. King of the Rats, huh?
And he's like,
he said, I can't do that.
I can't cast this shit.
I can't cast this yet. Yeah. Yeah, he said, get out of the red zone, dude.
You're not in the red zone yet.
Yeah, these two are old friends too. So I'm sure there's a lot of ribbing going on at this table right now. So HanClinto's got all kinds of good lands in his hand. He's got a Boros Garrison, a Rakdos Carnarium that he just drew. He's going to bounce that Shatterskull Smashing back to his hand. He's going to float a couple of mana, though. He's going to cast Discovery, and it's going to let him...
See more land.
Disper. It's going to let him surveil the top 2 cards, and then he can either put one back or put them into his graveyard, which he does, and then he draws a card. Wow, that's a hot take right there.
And it pays off.
He draws another land. All right, cool. So we got Stonecoil Serpent. Man, that could be bad news.
That's
and a Vorinclex.
Stonecoil Serpent doesn't stop stuff at all.
It doesn't.
Yeah, looks like Hartbreaker's trying to figure out how much he wants to play this Stonecoil Serpent for, it looks like.
Yeah, it sure does. It looks like he's trying to figure out maybe this guy's got a counter spell in his hand.
Well, I mean, you can't counter nothing when you're tapped out.
Force of Will says yes, I can.
That's true. And
Stonecoil Serpent is reach, trample, protection from multicolored. Stonecoil Serpent enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it, so it's going to have 3 counters on it. Mr. HanClinto is going to untap. Looks like maybe the production team's having a little bit of a struggle here. So, Piper the Swarm.
I'm not really familiar with that card.
So it's from Throne of Eldraine, and it creates rats, and your rats have menace.
That seems fun. I always like pack rat.
Yeah. So Piper the Swarm says rats. It's a 1/3 for 2. Rats you control have menace. Pay 1 and a black. Tap it. Create a 1/1 black rat creature. Pay 2 and 2 black, tap it, sacrifice 3 rats, gain control of target creature. That's how you get rid of a Stuffy Doll.
That's really good against Stuffy Doll. Let's hopefully the Hartbreaker got some good info from the beatdown and told him about that. Like, hey, you might want to try to start making rats right now. Because if he plays the Stuffy Doll, you're going to want to steal it.
Yeah, but when Stuffy Doll enters the battlefield, you choose a player.
Oh, you do, don't you? So
when it enters the battlefield, so it doesn't even matter. Steal my Stuffy Doll. IDGAF.
You're still going to take the 20 damage.
You're still going to take it. And you're going to enjoy it. So we're going to see Rouse Eric. We're going to untap the Rakdos Carnarium. Such a pal, getting him the right dice and everything.
HanClinto don't have the explosive ramp like we're used to seeing him have in this game.
Yeah, not so far in this game. He's running a little bit behind schedule. But the Hartbreaker can maybe start pumping out some. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to cast a Tigrid. Doesn't Tigrid cost 5?
I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong. Looks like he attacked Razak there. Oh, there's Stuffy Doll.
Stuffy Doll. So Turgrid costs 5, and on the back side it costs 4 as the lantern, which looks like that's what he casted.
Yeah, he casted the lantern.
Yeah.
And what's the lantern do?
So the lantern, tap it. Target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. And then you can pay 3 and a black and untap it. Seems pretty good.
Yeah. It's a quick way of getting
Stuffy Doll killed.
Yeah.
I think HanClinto is really thinking a lot here, trying to figure out what he needs to do. So he's going to discard a card, it looks like, or he's going to take 3 life because it looks like Hartbreaker.
Oh, he already took the 3 life.
Did he take the 3 life? Okay.
Yeah. We're actually on HanClinto's turn here, and he tapped the Rakdos
Carnarium.
Yeah, and then untapped it. And now we're playing something that costs 5, it seems.
Man, you see what happens? You look away for just a second, and you lose track of everything.
Yeah, I mean, these are some very interesting board stakes here.
They are.
I mean, I kind of like run the Stuffy Doll out there. He's not going to... It's going to be a while before he can steal with that rat.
Yeah.
He's got to make 4 or 3 and then use it again to do it. So looks like we still have 5 mana floating, so maybe this is going to be number 6. We have 7. Let's see. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana available to us. Is he going to Shatter Skull summon for 7? Well, for 5? I mean, that'll wipe the board, right?
It could, yeah.
I don't think that's what you're wanting to do here.
I don't think that's what you're wanting to do either.
Maybe he wants to play Collective Defiance and just wipe his board. Because that'll do it. Yeah. Collective Defiance, wipe your board. Deal 3 damage to that. Or 4 damage.
It's 4 damage to creature, 3 damage to its controller. And now he's going to cast Stuffy Doll with the leftovers. No, he's going to call against command. Destroy target artifact.
And deal 2 damage to target creature? Oh, making him discard a card.
And make him discard a card. Seems pretty good. It seems like the right play. Keeps him from being able to just constantly put on that pressure with that Stonecoil Serpent and the artifact.
Yeah. And then, do we notice that he's missing a white to play that?
He's missing a white to play Nethroi.
Nethroi?
Yeah, he's missing a white to play Nethroi, and he's missing another mana to play Vorinclex. And he's got to Feed the Swarm, though. Feed the Swarm's pretty good. Feed the Swarm destroys target enchantment or creature. An opponent controls. You lose life. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost.
Mm-hmm. Look how good Ralzak is.
Yeah, Ralzak in this deck is just amazing.
Here's 5 mana. Here's my Stuffy.
Here's my Stuffy Doll. Target you.
Yeah.
Well, not target. Choose you.
Choose you. Correct. Pick up this island. Plenty of land to play with. Feed the Swarm. That does not kill a Stuffy Doll. Even if you kick it.
I don't think you can kick it. It's just 2 mana.
You sure?
Yep. Yeah, it's 2 mana, destroy target creature or enchantment. And you lose life equal to its converted mana cost.
Oh, okay.
But there is Goreclaw. Goreclaw will make Vorinclex cost 5.
That's true. Which could help him against... No, it'll make Vorinclex cost 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And which is really good against Ralzak because he says you got Menace.
Yeah, he says you got Menace. You can't block it. Yeah. Draw a card. Is it a counterspell? No, it's a pull from tomorrow. Play a land. Still got the Shatterskull Smashing in hand. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that puts it at
7?
7, and I think if it's above 6, deals X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, it deals twice X damage divided as you choose among them instead.
Well, here comes Vorinclex.
Yeah, it looks like Vorinclex is probably going to make its way out. But I think at this point in time, he's not super worried about that because he'll just Shatterskull. Can't Shatterskull it.
Can't Shatterskull the Vorinclex.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I guess he can.
No, he can still activate that.
No, it won't.
It just won't put a counter on.
And it doesn't do anything.
You can't put that ability on the
You activate it by putting the counter on it.
Oh, okay.
If you can't put the counter on it,
I knew that worked that way for the
enchantments, for the sagas.
Yeah, the sagas, because the counter, it's a down tick.
Yeah.
And if you can't down tick it, then you can't do the saga.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought you could still activate that ability.
That's an uptick, actually. So when the saga enters, it enters with no counters on it. You put a counter on it immediately after you cast it, and then do that thing. Then the next one, you do it after your draw step. or at the end of your draw step after you draw. Vorinclex says if you were to put a counter on it, or if an opponent was to put a counter on it, you put half of that. So you can't put a counter on it.
Gotcha. So you don't get the ability whatsoever.
Right. It still sits on the battlefield. Waiting.
So you can't even uptick or downtick.
No.
That card's pretty dumb.
Well,
I do think it's funny that
I think you might be able to downtick.
Well, no, because the sagas don't. They downtick.
No, they don't. They uptick.
Oh, they uptick, don't they?
Yep.
Says I'm going to draw a couple cards here. Oh, did he? Is that Whirlwind?
Oh. It was.
He's like, you got to be kidding me.
It was, and he didn't have mana to cast it, so.
Yeah, they all have trample.
Yep. They all have trample, so 6. Yeah, that's going to be game.
Yep. If we had mana to cast that Whirlwind.
Yeah, right. That would have been a different game.
He was close.
He was close. But now HanClinto sees what he's up against. The uphill battle begins.
True, it does. And then on top of that, he's already played his style deck once this week.
Right.
I mean,
so he's already played a green-black kind of beat-downy style deck.
From the beatdown.
So both players on Can't Stop, Won't Stop were playing the exact same colors.
Because they can't stop and they won't stop playing the same color.
Cutting each other. Well, I'll cut you. No, you cut me.
Right. I mean, imagine if the Heartbreak had the Great Hinge.
He would have been living the dream.
I mean, that's what he did 2 weeks ago.
Right? 2 weeks ago, he was living the dream, not living the dream.
Right. Because we saw
the Great Hinge.
The Great Hinge get him out of that.
So, yeah, with him, if he decided that he was going to do that, if he would have had that, that would have been insane. Insane. I think we would have seen a table flip.
I believe so.
He would have said, how did you get that card yet again?
Right.
But,
it's going to be interesting to see HanClinto sideboard against this. Because it is the same style deck, but we do have one key element that you didn't get to see in game one in any of the games against the beatdown, which is that Vorinclex. And that Vorinclex we've already seen, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, that Vorinclex is pretty brutal against HanClinto. I think that needs to be Hartbreaker's key card that he's trying to find at all times.
Absolutely, he needs to get that. He needs to get that Vorinclex, and he needs to try to jam it in there as quick as possible.
Yeah. So here we go, game 2. We see that Shatterskull Smashing come down again. He's got a Rakdos Carnarium, Rakdos Signet, Misty Rainforest, Thassa's Intervention, Pull from Tomorrow, and Inscription of Insight. So we are going to see the Shatterskull Smashing. It's being played as the land. You guys see it there. He's just taking a shortcut. Hartbreaker is going to play a Swamp and pass the turn. Looks like they confused our production team there for a second. So we're going to see a volcanic island and see that Rakdos Signet come down. And now we're looking at phones, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pass the turn to Hartbreaker.
Is that a Nuzumi Grave? Or is that the one that exile a creature or a card out of the graveyard?
That might be the Grave Robber. The flip card?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there it is.
Is it Grave Robber or Short Fang? It looks like Grave Robber.
Yeah, that one is Grave Robber.
Short Fang's awesome. I love Shorefang.
If our
they're going so fast.
Our production team is having a little bit of trouble there.
Well, look what we drew. We drew the counterspell this time. Now we just got to make sure we don't tap out on the wrong time.
So that is the Nezumi Grave Robber. So he can pay 1 and a black, remove target card in an opponent's graveyard from the game. If no cards are in that graveyard, flip it. But he has to activate it first.
Yes.
So untap, upkeep.
And he has to have a target.
And he has to have a target.
At least one.
Yep.
It can be his graveyard, his opponent's
So we
graveyard.
got a Swamp, Courser of Crewfix, Piper of the Swarm, Mirage Mirror, the Immortal Sun, Jeezel Pete's, Goreclaw, and Turgid again.
Looks like we're going to be short on mana.
So, combat 2, untap, draw card.
There's Shelldock.
There's old Shelly.
Thassa's Description Insight. And he's just looking for the pieces now. He's just got to get enough mana to start putting the pieces
looking
together.
Yeah, he's got to have enough mana to start looking.
Well, right here. Here's going to be the first one.
Here's a little bit of a dig.
Looks like we got
Inspired
and Ultimatum underneath there.
Yeah, that seems like the right one to put under Shelly.
That's going to be a get 'em card.
Gotcha!
Didn't see that one coming.
All right, so what do we see here? Jangantha the Wellspring. So he's going to... yep, can't do that.
Yep.
Got to have a target.
That don't work yet.
HanClinto is looking at it saying, you got to have a target.
Yeah, you can't activate without a target. You got to have at least one legal target.
And Hartbreaker's saying, but it says if there's no cards. He's like, yeah, but you got to have one target card in a graveyard to exile. Because that's what it says first. Remove target card in an opponent's graveyard from the game. If no cards are in that graveyard, flip it.
It's really good because it's Reanimator on legs.
Yeah.
Literally, when he flips, he's Reanimator.
Yep.
So just the problem is he can't
4
flip
and a black. Put target creature card in a graveyard into play under your control.
And it says in a graveyard.
Yep.
Not your opponent's. It can be yours.
Yep. So it looks like he's going to get in for 2, and he's also going to cast Piper the Swarm and pass the turn. So we're going to see that get a Whirlwind denial. So not pass the turn, pass priority. So now he's got a card in the graveyard. Mizzix's Mastery was the card drawn.
Yeah. I think this is where you just kind of say, all right, go. And you're going to keep your options open with Thassa's Intervention, pull from tomorrow to help you get a little bit deeper into your deck. And then when he activates that Grave Robber, just be like, oh, well, hold on, I got a response.
Yep.
Let me throw this Misty Rainforest in there. So you're right here. He's going to go for it. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Not yet.
Maybe he sees it. Like, I don't want to waste it yet. You know, I give it off to Hartbreaker, man. He built some grindy decks that can hit you at different multiple angles, and
yeah, they really can. You know,
and he's not making it easy on HanClinto. He's making HanClinto work for every point.
Yeah, every little thing. Which I'm sure is going really well in HanClinto's head too.
Right.
He's going, man, got to play my old buddy. And I'm sure down there at the table.
I believe it says target player. It has to be me.
So it says an opponent.
Yep. And he's like, why do you have to be a judge?
Yeah.
Why can't this just do whatever I want?
It.
Why can't this do whatever? And he's like, yeah, hold on. And I will.
Did he just...
Is he tap?
Yeah.
I think he realized, hold on.
Hold on. I got to crack this.
Let me go get a dual land. Preferably like a blue-black, maybe. Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Let me get this dual land in there.
Let me get this dual land.
Nope, it's not going to exile, buddy.
Like it exiles, it just doesn't flip.
It's not going to flip. There's still a card in my graveyard.
Better flip it back around. Judge gonna get you. He's trying though.
He is. He's like, I need this thing to flip.
Yeah, I got to put this pressure on you.
Oh, he says, I'll just do it again. How about that?
And he said, I'll make a copy of it and we'll swing 4. He says it's still this side, though.
And he goes, I still have a card in my graveyard. He's like, yeah, but I exiled this one. And he goes, right.
Oh, man.
He's like, you and your judging. I'll just remove that one then. Then he's going to say, all right, hold on.
He's like, hey.
Hold on. Let's
rewind.
All right, we're going to pull from tomorrow.
Pull for 3?
Well, 4 cards?
4?
I got to sack 4 things or discard 4 cards.
No, I just got to discard 1.
Is it discard 1?
Yeah, it's just discard 1. Draw X cards, discard 1.
Ooh, we drew the stuffy.
Uh-oh. Did you draw a meteor too?
No, not yet. We do get the Shattered Skull Summon. Smashing. Scatters.
Yes.
But we know what we got. We got an ultimatum underneath his shell dock, which is what he's counting for.
Yeah. That's what he's counting for.
He's like, all right, hold on. I got to figure out
He's got a Mizzix Mastery in his hand too.
He's like, I'm really going to get you on this one. Yep, that's what I thought it was. All right, here we go.
All right, what can I discard? So
he's
so
like,
now,
see,
he's,
now I'm
he's
gonna
like, now I'm going to have more cards in my graveyard, buddy. Better pick a good one. Don't you dare discard that stuffy doll. I think it's got to be the inscription, right?
I think so. I think that's the weakest card here.
I mean, he can always cast it again with Mizzix Mastery.
Right, exactly. But I think at this point, it's probably the weakest card here.
Yeah. Ooh,
he goes for a
steam vents. All right.
All right, there's my Misty Rainforest. It's gone.
Yeah.
He says, all right, you're going to tap me for 2. Go to 13. He's like, this
Go.
card sucks.
Get out of here.
I spent 4 mana and did nothing. He's like, all right, there's my Rouse deck. Let's see here. I can start creating a lot more lands.
Yeah.
Do we have it? Are we able to?
Not yet, but he can cast Ralzeric. He can play the Boros Garrison.
Mountain and... Oh, we got it now.
We do have it. It's right there.
This is, I'm going to draw a card. All right, we're going to draw this one. I think I counted 20 exact.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So he's going to ultimatum. He's going to shoot
him for 5.
He's got to shoot the creature, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's shoot him for 5, draw 5, And what's the other one?
I think it's 5 to any target, but I think he's got to shoot the creature because the creature is going to be able to exile ship from his graveyard. Stuff from his graveyard. And he draws 5 cards. So he gains 5 life, or target player gains 5 life, deals 5 damage to target creature or player, or creature or planeswalker, and then draw 5 cards.
Right.
And then he just played a Boris Garrison, put Shelly back in his hand.
Right.
And it looks like he's probably got to discard the hand size, right?
Yeah, so do you discard...
He's got a lot of cards to discard.
Discard some lands?
Discard a bunch of lands.
I think you...
You discard a bunch of lands.
So what's the alternate mode on the Mastery?
Mizzix Mastery?
Yeah.
It lets you exile a instant or a sorcery from your graveyard and cast it without paying its mana cost.
Is it just for 1? Can you just do it once?
You can do it for 1, or you can overload it for a ton and cast all of it. But you don't need to. You got a Stuffy Doll, and you got a Star of Extinction.
Well, that's true.
That's game.
Yeah. We gotta put the whatchamacallit together. Put all your eggs in a row. All your ducks in a row. Eggs.
Yeah, get them ducks in a row.
Get all them ducks in a row here. And he says, all right, whatever, here's this guy. Yep. Can you deal with this? And he's going to be like, yeah, whatever.
He was like, yeah, I can deal with that. Did he forget to gain his life? Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. He's getting his life. There he goes. Getting his life together.
Oh.
Well, all right then.
So we got 6,
so
7 mana.
7 mana.
So Stuffy's 5.
Yep.
What do we got here? Cruel.
Yeah.
It says, sure, we'll just put that on ether too. Why not?
And I'm going to brag to my teammate what I just did. Actually, I think what he's looking at here is an actual judge call with his teammate. Yeah, he's making a judge call. So, he put Cruel Ultimatum underneath Sheldock Isle. He just was able to put Inspired Ultimatum on the stack from Sheldock Isle last turn. Put Sheldock Isle back in his hand from the bounce land. Like, this is just insane. So there's 5 mana, there's 5. Stuffy Doll.
This is Stuffy. And I don't know if Hartbreaker's got a way of dealing with it right now.
I don't know that he does. He's got 4 mana.
Yeah, this game. This is game right here.
He's got a Beanstalk Giant.
Can he gain 2 real quick?
2 life?
To not die?
Off of what?
I don't know. Can he gain 2 life?
No.
I don't see any way to gain 2 life there.
No. I mean, even if he makes a copy of Stuffy Doll, it's not entering the battlefield. It's a copy. It's already on the battlefield. So he doesn't get to choose. It's just indestructible.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So he's gonna put this onto an adventure to go dig up a couple of lands. He's got a ramp here. Or a land. So he goes and gets a forest, puts it on the battlefield. He's going to pass the turn.
Do you just make a copy of your dude and attack?
No, it's a legendary.
Oh, it is legendary.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he could make a copy of it. I don't think that's what he wants to do.
No, probably not. That's what he was thinking, see?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we got the...
Flying tokens.
Production team saying, here you go, here's your...
Yeah, production team saying, you should have picked this up before, right? It's all right.
Here's your adventure card.
I'm sure they still love you. He's got to do some thinking.
HanClinto can't wait. He's like, please, just say go.
HanClinto's like, so you're going to attack me? Or are you making a copy of something? What's going on here?
Like, what are you doing?
What it be?
Like, do you just want me to show you and you're dead? It's in the graveyard.
It's in the graveyard, and there's a thing under my Shelly that is going to make you real happy. Especially
Can you do them all? Can you overload every one? I don't know how many cards he has left in his library, but can he do them all? Draw 5, draw 3. What is it? Draw 5, draw 3? Or draw 5, draw 5?
It's draw 5, draw 3.
So at least 9 cards in his on his library?
Yeah. I think he does.
Deal 5 damage to a stuffy doll to deal 5 damage to him.
I don't think that's what he wants to do, though. I think he wants to untap and cast Mizzix's Mastery and one-shot him.
Well, obviously. I just think he wants to show like the power of his... Maybe the power... Because it is his friend. He's probably wanting to show him the power of his deck.
Don't give him any more information. Do that next game.
That's true, I guess. I mean, you do get game 3. You lost game 1.
You lost game 1.
Game 3 and...
you lost game 1. You've been cruising right along right here in game 2. You haven't had a whole lot of...
You didn't get any pressure this game.
You haven't had a whole lot of pressure. I mean, you've had things that you've had to do because the grave robber, like, you didn't want that thing to flip on you. And, you know, you kept that going on. But now you've got the win just salivating away in your mouth. Do you just play it out?
I think so.
So what is the thought going on here? Are they still discussing?
It could be still discussing a judge question. Mm-hmm. Or his partner might say, "Hey, I need some help."
Yeah, I
know.
think it might be a judge question. I think that's. It looks like that's probably what's going on.
Well, he's definitely stroking his beard.
While he's stroking his beard, there's probably another person from production over there on the corner of the table, probably another judge saying, yeah, or no.
Right.
Or whatever judges say.
Yeah. I'm not a judge, so.
I'm not either. I'd like to take the test and maybe become one.
Yeah, it would be nice to be like a level 1, maybe a level 2. I don't think I would ever pursue a career in it. But it would be nice to be able to stick around and help out someone who had a question about something. I mean, I've been around the game for a long time. I should have been probably already a judge by now.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm pretty good at understanding how things interact with each other.
I like to make them interact better than what they should.
Well, I mean, we all read cards with, our judge's goggles.
Right.
With Judge Williamson's goggles.
Yes.
And we all rearrange those things to make things far better than they are.
And then...
the first time I read Isolate, exile target permanent with converter mana cost 1 or less. That's the way I read it, but it's not that. It's exile target permanent with converter mana cost 1.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, this card's amazing. It's going to be played in every format. And I bought a bunch of them. And then I read it again after I got the first one, and I said, oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. This card is so-so.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not what you were expecting it to be.
You know the one thing it really, really gets rid of?
The one card I can't ever
Aether
beat.
Vial.
Well, that too. Mr. Control don't like people bringing in stuff free.
Yeah.
And Mr. Control don't like green guys who cost 1.
He's making a copy of it. Oh, Judge going to get him? He said, you know what, you're right, and I did it, so he's like, yep, I'm not gonna block.
He says, all right, here we go. Ready? All right. Island. Oh, you've been waiting all this time for me to play this.
Island, Mizzix Mastery.
Overloaded. He is overloading it.
No. Just one. Yep.
And he goes, all right, you waited all that time.
He's like, oh, yeah, I also got to show you this.
No, you don't have to show the shell dock.
Oh, you don't have to show
No,
that?
because it's exiled with the understanding that it can be played as any card. If it's a morph card or like a foretell mechanic in the standard queue, those type of cards, you're going to have to prove that that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But the shell dock cards and the shell dock islands and stuff like that, the different ones like that, you don't need to reveal
the hideaways,
those.
you don't have to?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, looked like
pretty easy peasy there.
HanClinto really was able to take that game one and say, you know what? I know what I'm playing against. Let's cruise.
Right. And, unfortunately, Hartbreaker, he did play some good spells. He had a card that, Clinto had to deal with, that Grave Robber. Unfortunately, Clinto was able to, just navigate past it and not really care too much about it. But Hartbreaker just seems like he just needs to put a little bit more pressure on him, and he'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is the proper way to put it. Put a little bit more pressure on him and just get through it.
Right. I mean, he does have a lot of board wipes. Not a lot, but he has some really good board wipes.
He has some board wipes. He has some ways to kind of get rid of some things and kind of, push things around in his general direction. So I'm really excited to see how this Game 3 turns out, because these guys are such good friends, because they've been playing this game for a long time together.
They have. They've been playing a long, long time together.
And I'm sure they're down there ribbing each other, especially about that misplay with the with the mirror.
The mirror.
And the gore claw. So.
And they're probably never going to let each other down. Like, oh, do you remember when you did this?
Yeah. Do you remember when the game was on the line and you made a copy of your legendary permanent and your legendary permanent had to die? Yeah. Because
he's not going to forget that.
That Mirage Mirror could have been, a way out a little bit, but I don't think that. I don't think that it's too bad. So again, I'm really excited to see this next match, Game 3. It's the epic battle, and here it is. So Hartbreaker's got a Stonecoil Serpent, a Vorinclex, Forest, Turgid, Swamp. We're going to see Forest go. Well, he wants to get that Turgid down and then that Vorinclex.
That's true.
So it looks like a lot of land in both hands, but it's kind of the way to go. Ooh, he just passes. All right. Land. We're going to see Signet and go. And there's a Stonecoil Serpent on 3.
This is the kind of start he needs. I mean, I wish he'd have played maybe a turn 2 drop, but now he needs to start getting.
The turn three play with that is perfectly fine. Being able to put him at a 3 power is pretty good in this cube. It really puts a lot more pressure on it than a 2 drop.
Yes.
2. So we're going to see the Prismatic Lens. Is he going to play Zorius Chancery?
Probably a bounce spell.
Or no. Ooh.
Hey, he's going to bounce a land here.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it should have been Shelley. Maybe not. Maybe it's too early for Shelley. Yeah.
See, this is the kind of start we need. We need a 4 drop.
Yep.
We got the 3 drop. He says, discard a card. You got your ways, I got my ways.
Take 3 life.
I kind of think you... Do you really care about 3 life right now? I mean, I guess you kind of do, because you got the serpent.
Yeah, because you're about to take 3 from the serpent.
That's 6 a turn.
So discard a mountain.
Isn't it non-land, though? I think to discard non-land permanent?
I think it's any permanent.
If you don't discard a card, you take 3 life, right?
It is... Target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card.
Okay. So, yeah, you
definitely discarded the Boros land. Okay. Well, he's got a Mountain, Island, Shelldock Isle, Double Vision, Mizzix Mastery, and a Pull from Tomorrow.
Is it Shelldock time now? I think it... Let's see. That's 3, 4, 5. He's probably like, why did I discard that?
Yeah, probably. But he's got another...
This island.
He's got another one in there.
Let's see. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 mana. What is this?
Double Vision.
This is Double Vision, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I got the
Double Vision and Shelldock Isle.
Let's see it. Let's see something good. Cruel Ultimatum. Oh. What?
I don't even know what that was. I didn't see it.
That was awfully quick. He looked at it once and said, well, this is my pick. Kind of looked like an ultimatum, but I couldn't make it out.
Kind of looked like it, but there's a Beanstalk Giant.
The good old Beanstalk.
I mean, it's going to allow him to go get some more land.
That's true. Beanstalk. Hey, put that on that adventure card we gave you.
Yeah, there you
go. Get yourself
Look
a
at
forest.
that. Forest right on the bottom, as if it were there waiting for him.
You would have thought.
I mean, that's where I typically put forests.
Yeah, I like them being at the bottom.
I'm kidding. I play green also.
This kind of star you needed. He's got the Volclex in his hand. He's got the mana coming up. He's
discard
got 5.
a card. What's he going to discard now? He's going to discard that island. Swing 3.
Take 3. We'll play the Feed the Swarm.
Ooh, and take 6 from it?
Ooh.
Or 5? I think it's 5.
I think it's
it's 5.
Yeah.
Ouch. It's worth it though.
Yeah, because
because then he could have Mizzix Mastery for 2.
A lot.
Yeah. All right. HanClinto is looking like he's in a tight spot here. Says, "Dang, I'm in a tight spot.
Better start counting my deck.
How many
more do I need? It's got to be an ultimatum underneath there. At least
I would assume it's an ultimatum under there with as fast as he put it down there. All right, so he's going to play a land, right? Or does he dispersal? Yeah, he plays a land, then he dispersals. Maybe?
Yeah,
or not dispersal. Oh, no, he
pull
passes.
from tomorrow at the end of his turn.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Try to draw some cards, get out of this.
Yep.
So you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards to you.
So he's going to do it in response to this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. He's going to be eating himself alive if he draws a counterspell. Because Vormclex is about to hit the table.
It's all right. It's all right. He's got a Starve Extinction.
There you go.
And a Mizzix Mastery. So he gets to cast it.
Now we just need to find the Stuffy Doll.
And then he gets to do it again when he finds a Stuffy Doll. And he did find that bounce land.
Yeah, that'll help
so he can
reset the shell.
Yeah. Man, this deck is so
fun.
Gas.
It has answers to everything.
Discard the Inscription and then discard the Mountain or the Firemind's Vessel. Either or. Right?
I think it's the Inscription and then you discard the Discovery, maybe?
Discovery lets you dig 2 more.
How many does he have? He has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7 mana.
Mm-hmm.
So he can play the star now. Yeah, so yeah. Maybe you discard the Mountain.
So he discard... Oh, okay. He discards the Rakdos Carnarium.
Okay.
So he's not worried about a second run on the Shelldock. At this point, he says, I gotta get this.
Does Wurmclips have haste?
Yes.
Oh, God. I didn't think he had haste. I knew he had trample. Maybe he does have haste. I mean, our judge would know. He's playing against it.
Vorinclex has trample and haste. And then,
well, we're about to reset the board, so...
And then a novel's worth of text.
Yeah.
But Star of Extinction is about to happen.
Yeah, we got to play this.
Yeah, he's talking to his teammate right now. His teammate's probably telling him the same thing. He's saying, play the land.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's just one short to cast the Shelldock. I don't know how many cards he's got left. Let's see. How many has he got in hand? 5?
Yeah.
There's 5 in hand. There's 5 lands in play. That's 10, 11, 12. He's discarded 3 times. So that's 15 plus the one underneath there is 16. 40 and 16 is 24?
24. So he's 4 cards away right now?
Yeah, roughly about 4 cards away, yeah. Three, 4, 5, 6,
7,
7, 8. Yeah, there you go. Untap that in case you need that. Destroy your forest.
Destroy the forest. Deal 20.
20 across the board.
20 to each creature.
And you don't care about this guy because you don't have any 1/1s. Or maybe you do care.
No,
that's the one that just gets...
It has power and toughness equal to the number of forests you have.
It's only a 1/1.
Or lands.
Oh, he drew a top deck forest right off the top.
Yep.
Here comes the Hydra, probably. He's going to have him discard a card. Hydra for 4. Double the counters. Make it 8. Discard a card.
Yep. Seems pretty good. So Beanstalk Giants
just drew a cruel ultimatum.
Beanstalk Giants power and toughness are equal to the lands you control.
Oh, so it would be a 6.
And it costs 7.
Oh, okay.
It costs green and 6. But he's got a 8/8 Voracious Hydra staring his face down. But and he just drew a cruel ultimatum. Or is that an inspired ultimatum?
That's cruel. I think inspires underneath the Shelldock. Problem is, I don't think he can do both. Oh, it's stuffy.
Shelldock is stuffy.
What? How did I miss this?
Nivix Mastery. 20 to your face. Oh! Oh, wow.
Wow, way to squeak a win out there.
Not just squeak a win. He had us all guessing that whole time.
Man. Yeah, I mean, the way it looked like it was an ultimatum.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked 1 second, put it underneath.
Jeez. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button.